Kia mina, welcome back to Mons. This is my Japan travel series where I talk about my first experience traveling to Japan. Hope you're hungry today, because the next couple of minutes are going to be me talking about food. It was my 5th day in Japan. The only thing that was seen that morning was booking sites, Japanese flashcards, and restaurant reviews. From the window, the foggy Shinjuku Sunday was busy with the hustle of the city pulsing. Hours gone by in my hotel room. 3 p.m. was reached. The exhaustion and hunger just kept building as more planning went by. I did enough today. It was time to go to the planned restaurant. The constant light rain and cloudy weather was hovering across Shibuya. A 10-minute walk through the southern Shibuya showed itself as one of the most urban-feeling areas in Japan. Bridges, stairs, odd spaces. The long walk was gray, but colorful. And darkening as well. Until Cafe Habanas is a Cuban restaurant located in southern Shibuya. It also serves other Hispanic-themed meals. The blue cart-looking building with art murals makes it stand out among the buildings in its area. As a paise myself, I wanted to see why it was so highly rated on Yelp. Link in the description if you want to check it out. Looking around, there wasn't many people ordering this day. The staff was friendly, and were likely used to foreigners since there wasn't any special reaction upon greeting me. Though they themselves were what I would describe a bit cholobu. It's a bit indescribable, admittedly. Sitting down and looking through the menu was amusing. It's not every day one gets to see a menu full of Hispanic dishes with katakana at the bottom. Their grilled corn was heavily advertised, so that being a choice was a no-brainer. The roast pork was my second item, since it looked like the most traditional Mexican meal while having a little bit of everything, ordering only water on the side. The meal came out to be about 2,100 yen, $21 with an even currency exchange, or about $15 with the current yen inflation at the time. So then came the waiting. The rice felt a bit bland, though everything in the roast pork was good. I wouldn't say it tasted Mexican, Cuban, or even American, but it had its own charm. Cafe Habanas corn is popular for a reason. It tastes just like the corn you would buy at a swap meet from a Mexican woman in her mid-50s. Nicely done, Japan. While taking in the final view of the restaurant with all its Cuban influence, I realized I would have to come back here again. If you're in Shibuya and craving Hispanic food, this is an easy recommendation. The rest of the rainy night was mostly uneventful. A few minutes after leaving Cafe Habana, a gentleman tried to advertise their geisha musical performance. I just nodded and kept the poster. And so I continued to explore the aesthetically popular environment known as a rainy Shibuya night. I returned to Shibuya Station to go up Shibuya Tower. No products or restaurants caught my eyes. The top of Shibuya Tower looked interesting in advertisements. Unfortunately, I waited in, thankfully, only a short line. The staff was telling everyone the roof of Shibuya Tower was closed off due to strong winds. The beautiful night ended with going to a tea shop nearby my hotel called Celeb. It's small, but a great place to have some peace and quiet on a Sunday night. Especially the window seat that allowed me to view the rainy sidewalk of Shinjuku. I wrote my journal entry while there, and that was that. It was an alright day. The morning planning was a drag, though Cafe Habanas and the Shibuya exploration was worth every step. If you can go to Japan during a rainy season, do it. For today's lesson, I'm going to say something that isn't that deep. Just plainly bias. Stop going to Taco Bell and support your local Hispanic restaurants. Thanks for stopping by Mons. Don't get lost out there. Montane.